Morning, Cory with Car Chains 3D. I pulled off this gorgeous S197 12.3 dash mount this morning. We had one yesterday, but my helper got a little happy with it and broke it, so we're gonna have to print another one. I got about 4 of these on order right now, so we're rapid fire printing them as fast as we can. But I figured I would clean one of these up and kind of show you guys how they look. Maybe. I'm not doing very good at this. Usually this isn't my job. But I'm here defiling Dan's desk this morning, so might as well. So we got to take these giant supports off because we print these standing up at like a 30 degree, which is kind of what gives it this super nice finish. And we print this on a Flash Forge Guider 4 super tall. It's like 330 by 600. It's like the Shaquille O'Neal of 3D printers. Thing's ginormously tall. And while it's a little problematic sometimes, it does make a nice print when it doesn't want to kill you. Also, see if we can get this tree off as one piece. My kids like to put these around the shop as a, I don't know, they put their names on them, and my kids are weird sometimes. Okay. Oh, almost there. So once we finish peeling this bad boy, then we hit it with the torch, and then we have kind of everything else for it. So this will actually go out the door today to a couple of lucky customers. Maybe, if I don't destroy it, which I guess I'm trying to. There it is. So what usually breaks on these when we take them apart is these little tabs, right? So we've been able to duplicate the original tabs. These will actually fit factory hardware. So these snap in like a factory piece, which is kind of nice about these. It also means when you're taking them apart, because of how the support material gets on them, and we don't use interface materials because I'm an idiot. Well, and the guider doesn't really work well at dual. It makes them a little fragile. With that being said, it just takes a little bit longer to clean it up. Now, putting a 12.3 in an S197, a later model one, this is 2010 to 2014, takes a little bit of work. It's not, it is definitely not a bolt-in affair. And with that being said, yes, I know there's an earlier one. Yes, we're working on one of those. And S550s are coming for anyone that, you know, has one of those cars. Those are coming too. Those are actually out getting tested right now by Chad Anderson in a BMW with with an S550 dash and a Coyote swap. It is a sick car. For anyone who doesn't know him, he owns Boosted Beauties. He does some cool stuff. Okay, almost done. Look at that though. These things look sweet in a car. For anyone that wants to see when Jason man, I can't say his last name, and Bruce have these in their car. They both run 12.3s. Jason is actually the only reason this exists, because he, you know, bothered me a lot. And we made this happen. We're actually making him another one. Oh man. Okay, well, the struggle is real this morning. This is the okay, so almost there. These back tabs, they get a lot of support material in them, so they kind of suck. This is how Dan accidentally broke one yesterday. And we won't ship it out with a bad tab on it. Because, you know, that doesn't feel very OEM, does it? Watch now, I'm going to break it just because I keep talking shit. It's this tab right here that can be kind of a bastard because it gets in this tree structure and then it, you know, snaps, and then you're screwed, and then things get thrown. Oh, no, but I think I saved it this time. Aha, there it is. So for all you guys that don't know, you know, a lot of guys make these. We're not the only people that make dashes like this, right? We used to make these out of a material called PETG with a carbon fiber adder into that, right? Which, sweet material, worked really good for a long time. Now that all of these, you get a lot of big printers with enclosures on them, we have since moved from that material. All of these are now made out of an ABS GF material, which is an ABS with a like a fiberglass adder, and that's what gives it that sweet texture that we get on this. All right. So it also does one thing that you can't get with PETG. It gives you a much higher temperature range to deal with. So a couple things that we had ran into with running PETG was, and I know it's not just us that has had this problem, is when it's real hot, for instance, Texas, which is where a lot of my customers are, it'll warp. So you'll get in the car, especially in dashes with like a big top that don't have a like a high support on the top, it will start to sag. Yeah. So all of those I've done that. We've warranted and we've replaced. Most of them got these new materials that won't have that issue anymore. But we have these ABS GF dashes in now a bunch of cars. We haven't had a single warp since. So for anyone wanting to make car parts, this and ASA is great. We don't use ASA because we're not doing a lot of stuff outside, so it's not a big of a problem. But now with all this material off of it, look at that thing. Right? Even saved that tab. Yep, she's going to be angry, but it looks good. So now that all that ABS is off there and I'm blind. Oh, come on. Now you get these like marks on them, right? It's white. So one of the easiest ways to get rid of them, especially when it's just a couple spots, just a little bit of heat. and it goes away. You can kind of see them, right? Let's see if I can get that in the camera. Right? So now we have an S197 12 dash that is ready to roll. It's going to go out in someone's race car today. Well, won't be in a car today, but it'll definitely be shipped today. We have everything else. Everything else is waiting for this because we have planned ahead. So if you've ordered one of these, the lucky one might be you. Like I said, we got about 4 of these pending, but yeah. S197s. We're the only ones that do these like this. You can get the other ones that just take the center section. No, these are much nicer. So, anyways, Car Change 3D. You have a good day.